Hello, OneSky family, and happy 25th anniversary. I'm Jane Pauley. In 2011, I met Jenny Bowen for the first time and was introduced to the groundbreaking work of OneSky. Frankly, I was awed. When I asked Jenny how she came up with the audacious idea for Half the Sky, now OneSky, she responded that she imagined a world that didn't exist, and then she created it. As a screenwriter, Jenny was familiar with writing stories and watching them come to life, and rewrote the narrative for hundreds of thousands of children. OneSky posed the question, what if the simple, instinctive approach of responsive care had the ability to do much, much more? What if there could be a teachable, replicable, scalable approach that could systematically train hundreds of caregivers to focus their responses on the unique needs of each individual child, whether displaced, abandoned, or marginalized? Today we look back over the last 25 years of OneSky, providing responsive care to marginalized children in Asia. More than 286,000 children reached.
25 years ago, an American couple traveled for the very first time to China to adopt their daughter Maya. Jenny and Dick Bowen didn't know it at the time, but they were taking the first step of a journey that so many of us would join them on. At first, Maya was shut down. Her eyes were vacant. What if she was lost forever? They showered her with love and attention, and within a short year, she had blossomed into a happy and healthy child. Maya's transformation inspired hope and a question. If nurturing care could change one child's life so dramatically, why couldn't we bring that to the countless other vulnerable children living in institutions in China? We needed to try. And so a family formed, a movement really. Half the Sky was born. We launched a pilot program to bring loving, high-quality care to children living in institutions. Our international team of child development experts created an early education curriculum that put the child at the center of her own learning and growth. We converted sterile rooms into bright and warm learning environments. We hired passionate and enthusiastic caregivers and trained them in our methods. The nannies and teachers began to work their magic. And it wasn't just children who were transforming. As caregivers witnessed their little ones blossoming, and once quiet rooms were buzzing with playful, happy children, something shifted. Others began watching too. Years of hard work led us to a huge milestone. The Chinese government invited us to expand our program into every single province across the country. Half the Sky partnered with institution after institution. All over China, orphan children who had once struggled were thriving. These transformations inspired a familiar question. If nurturing care could so dramatically change the lives of children living in orphanages all over China, why couldn't we bring that same care to other vulnerable little ones living in rural villages? The challenges were different, the setting very new, but if we could bring our child-centered approach here, these young children could thrive too. The results were undeniable. As we saw with our own eyes how quality care worked like everyday magic in the lives of little ones facing very different kinds of circumstances, we knew we would be able to help more vulnerable children than we had ever imagined before. A path was extending before us well beyond China to meet a growing global need. The world was waiting. In 2016, we changed our name to OneSky, OneSky for all children.
I'm thrilled to be a longtime friend of OneSky. From the day I began my research for interviewing founder Jenny Bowen, to today, when I celebrate the success of OneSky's first 25 years. Congratulations, OneSky. Now let's all see what the next 25 years holds.
No two children are alike. They each have different personalities and characteristics. Their unique families and homes shape the world around them. Despite their differences, they all light up when they explore, learn, and grow. When children are small, they all need the exact same thing: quality, nurturing care. Sadly, some children don't get that chance. And when the youngest ones miss out on the learning they naturally long to do, it can create challenges for years and years to come. For those young children, there's an organization called OneSky. OneSky for all children. Let's see the difference OneSky's local teams are making in Asia. This dusty and bumpy neighborhood is a Gare district in Ulaanbaatar. Formerly nomadic migrant families have settled here, trying to escape the impacts of climate change and other hardships. There's no running water or other basic services, and there isn't much for young children to do. The stress of harsh living conditions and feelings of isolation make caregiving for young children a big challenge.
Welcome to the OneSky Family Skills Training Center. Moms who are over here, they have opportunity to support their children's development.
Families gather here daily for structured playtime led by our expert staff. We call it our Cooperative Play Care Group. They enjoy engaging and educational activities and are safe in warm Gare, free of life's many distractions.
He said, I thought what you did.
Let's meet Urna, a local mom and OneSky program participant.
Нөгөө багш ингээд гой зөвлөдөг штеп. Тэр зөвлөгөөг нь авах амар гой. Ийм жоохноос нь ингээд зөвлөгөө өгөөд ажиллаж байгаа манай багш нь.
Our Parent Skills Training program empowers families with a deeper understanding of early childhood development.
Өстө мэдхгүй зөндөө юмнуудээс нөгөө хүүхдийн хөгжлийн талаар энэ нөгөө жоохон тоглоом бариад энэ юу яадаг штэ.
OneSky Community Days help these parents and caregivers strengthen ties with each other.
Уулзсан зөндөө гой ээжүүдтэй уулзаад найз нөхөд одоо түүхтүүдээ хөлтөр гой найз шүү дээ дараа нь том болоод гүйтэл жоохон цэцэрлэг яваад ирсэн.
The community in Ulaanbaatar is coming together with open hearts and a dream of helping their youngest thrive.
Ээжүүд гараа одоо хүндрэл гэдгийг хүлээж авахгүй гэж байгаа шүү дээ. Би бол бүх юмыг даваад гарнаа л гэж байгаа шүү дээ.
This is little Hei Hei and his mom. They live in the shadow of Hong Kong's wealth and prosperity. Hei Hei is still too young for school, so she cares for him every day instead of working. One day, he was playing in the kitchen and suffered severe burns on his head and hand. He still wears bandages over the scars. His mom knows that at this crucial age, Hei Hei needs safe and rich opportunities to explore and develop. Sham Shui Po, one of the most crowded and poorest districts, is where OneSky is working to make a difference at the PC Lee OneSky Global Center for Early Childhood Development. Let's take a look inside. Hey Hey and his mom have recently started coming to our center. Our community hub is a free, safe, and stimulating space that's carefully designed to support young children's development. And it's easy to see little Hey Hey's excitement. In Hong Kong, low-income and migrant families are rarely able to access play spaces and learning environments like these. Everywhere you look, little ones just like Hey Hey enjoy learning activities in our facilitated play session that they can't experience at home. We're also teaching our caregiving methods to partner organizations, offering support groups to moms, and running small parent training classes, all in an effort to reach as many vulnerable Hong Kong children as possible. What we are trying to accomplish in Hong Kong is no small feat, but every little success makes those efforts so worthwhile. Meet Tone and his mom, Lian. The two of them live in a typical one-room apartment in a factory zone. She works long hours and there are no family members nearby who might look after Tone while she's away. Little kids like Tone end up spending their days in informal and often substandard daycare. Like all little kids, Tone needs quality care and early education, and his mom deserves peace of mind while she works. This is OneSky's Early Learning Center in Da Nang for the children of migrant factory workers. Let's take a look inside. Every day is filled with fun and learning through creativity, guided play, and exploration.
Many of them stayed with us when they were 6 months old. And I remember at that time, they cannot sit up even. So you know that how impression and how move when I sit with the children and talk to them like my family member.
When Tone first started coming to the center, he was shy and withdrawn. We love seeing his self-confidence bloom.
It has to build the trust, and not only the love, the care, but the trust among the teachers and the children.
The Early Learning Center is about developing all parts of young children despite their humble backgrounds. It's a shining example of OneSky's methods and best practices in early education. But with so many vulnerable little ones across Vietnam in need of this kind of care, OneSky has moved beyond these walls and out into the community. We are now working in those same neighborhood daycares most little kids like Tone go to by providing independent caregiver training across Vietnam's industrial zones. The results are clear as day in each of the independent care centers that have joined OneSky's family. Some of the most vulnerable children in Vietnam's factory zones are now getting the very best quality early education. And since the government has invited us to expand our efforts across the country, all of this is adding up to a scope and scale we only dreamed of when Vietnam first opened her doors to OneSky. This is wrong. She's been growing up in an orphanage and was born with serious medical needs. She's in our special facility called the China Care Home, waiting for more medical treatment. Medically fragile children from all across China's welfare institutions come to stay at the China Care Home while they access life-changing medical attention. Wrong's life revolves around her own health, which can be exhausting. Even though she's an orphan, she never has to face these challenges alone. These dedicated OneSky trained caregivers are by her side no matter what. Because of them, Wrong knows she matters. She knows she is loved. Loving, consistent care can make the difference for a young child's health and future. China has come incredibly far in caring for orphan children. OneSky stays committed to supporting all these little ones for as long as they need our help. Every day, we see proof that all children strive to learn and develop. These tiny teachers have shown us time and time again that no matter where they live and what challenges they face, all children have potential and deserve a chance to thrive.
Hai,